Get ready for the roar of Le Mans. MotoGP is hitting France for the Michelin Grand Prix, and the focus is squarely on the battle between HRC's 5 and Fabio Quartararo of Monster Energy, Yamaha MotoGP. We break down the intense storylines building around Johann Zarco's homecoming and the pressure on Quartararo as he looks to make a magic comeback on home turf. This is the early season title race, and we have the exclusive details you need to know.
Stop using your finger for notes, sketches, and edits. This Jam Jake stylus pen gives your iPad a smoother, more precise writing feel with palm rejection so your hand can rest naturally on the screen. It charges fast, works for hours, and comes with replacement tips. Perfect for school, work, or creative projects. Check the link in the comments to grab it on Amazon.
Next up, we dive into the action coming from the Bagger World Cup. Andrea Iannone is making a massive move, joining the Indonesian team Nitter Racing on a race-prepared Harley-Davidson for his first appearance in 2026. Find out why this unexpected switch is sending major signals about the future of motorcycle racing and what this means for Iannone's career trajectory. We're shifting gears to the regulations shaking up the sport. MotoGP is confirming a major change, scrapping all wildcard entries for manufacturers and teams starting in 2027. This move will drastically alter development strategies and rider opportunities, so we explore exactly what this means for teams like Yamaha and the future of rider development. Finally, we look at the talent shuffle as we head into 2027. With Ai Ogura replacing Alex Rins at Yamaha, we examine the massive opportunity this presents for Aprilia and Ducati, and why MotoGP's top 2 teams need to fight over this crucial test rider. Don't miss this analysis. Tune in now for all the latest motorcycle news. MotoGP is gearing up for the Michelin Grand Prix of France, a high-stakes event that promises intense competition as the 2026 season kicks off. The race returns to the legendary Le Mans circuit, a venue that has hosted memorable moments, including Johann Zarco's historic first French MotoGP victory in 2025. The focus for this early season title race is split between homecoming heroes and emerging contenders. Honda's 5 rider, Johann Zarco, is keenly anticipating a return to Le Mans, building on a solid performance in Jerez where he secured a front-row start and a P7 finish. Meanwhile, Fabio Quartararo of Monster Energy Yamaha MotoGP will be looking to translate a positive Jerez test into success on home soil, though expectations remain cautious given Yamaha's development trajectory. In the Italian camp, Marco Bezzecchi and Aprilia Racing arrive as a formidable package. Having secured a victory in 2023 on the VR46 Ducati, Bezzecchi is in good form on the 4.1 km layout. The Ducati contingent is facing pressure, as Marc Marquez and Francesco Bagnaia have seen setbacks, putting the reigning world champion 44 points adrift of Bezzecchi. However, the Ducati blue and yellow corners have shown flashes of brilliance, with Alex Marquez achieving his 4th MotoGP victory in 2 races and Fabio Di Giannantonio climbing the championship standings. Other teams are also making significant moves. The KTM factory is seeking a response after Enea Bastianini's P8 finish in Jerez, with questions about their performance being addressed in the recent Jerez test. For the Honda and Yamaha riders, the challenge is to find a turnaround. Luca Marini and Joan Mir suffered setbacks in Jerez, and the duo will be aiming for significant improvements at Le Mans. Furthermore, Alex Rins, Jack Miller, and Toprak Razgatlioglu are all focused on regaining points in France. Le Mans is synonymous with raw passion, and with potential rain, the upcoming Grand Prix is set to deliver another dramatic turn. The competition is heating up as teams fight to capitalize on their momentum in this crucial early-season battle. Andrea Iannone is making a surprising move into the motorsport scene, joining the FIM Harley-Davidson Bagger World Cup. The Italian will compete in the second round of the inaugural 2026 season at the Italian Grand Prix in Mugello, riding for the Indonesian team Nitter Racing on a race-prepared Harley-Davidson. This marks Iannone's first race appearance in 2026, following a period where his plans for a World Superbike Championship project with K&N Racing collapsed due to organizational delays. The Bagger World Cup is a new support series for 2026, featuring specially converted Harley-Davidson Road Glide motorcycles based on the Grand American Touring platform, powered by a modified Milwaukee 8 131R Vitwin engine capable of reaching speeds up to 300 km/h. Iannone joins Nitter Racing, which now features 3 riders: himself, Oscar Gutierrez, the winner of the series opener in Austin, and Dimas Eki Pratama, a former Moto2 rider from Indonesia. This strengthens the Indonesian team's lineup. Harley-Davidson's Director of Global Racing Programs, Jeffrey Schuessler, praised Iannone's addition, stating it demonstrates the series' ambitions to attract high-caliber talent. Iannone expressed excitement about the challenge, noting that he embraces pushing beyond his comfort zone on the unique racing machines. He emphasized his strong personal connection to the Indonesian team. The inaugural season kicked off in late March at the Circuit of the Americas in Austin, where Archie McDonald secured the first victory. The overall standings after the first round saw McDonald leading with 41 points, followed by Gutierrez and Lewis with 33 points apiece. Iannone will compete in all remaining European rounds, including Assen, Silverstone, Motorland Aragon, and the Red Bull Ring, where he will face Filippo Ravelli at Mugello. The event will feature a dedicated Harley-Davidson village and pit garages to engage fans. Iannone's background includes a distinguished career spanning 125cc, Moto2, and a tenure in MotoGP with Pramac Ducati, highlighted by his 2016 Austrian Grand Prix victory. He has also navigated complex personal challenges, including a significant suspension related to anabolic steroid use. MotoGP is implementing a significant regulatory overhaul, scrapping all wildcard entries for manufacturers and teams starting in 2027. This move effectively terminates a long-standing practice that permitted factories to field guest riders and test bikes during selected Grand Prix weekends. Historically, these wildcard appearances served crucial functions, including testing prototype components under race conditions, providing manufacturers with essential development mileage, and offering test riders a rare platform to prove themselves on the world stage. The new rule applies universally, irrespective of a manufacturer's current development status. This means even brands still in the development phase will lose the ability to enter extra machinery outside their standard race schedule. The timing of this decision is significant, as manufacturers have increasingly utilized wildcards. For example, Yamaha Motor Racing used them during the 2025 season to accelerate the development of its new V4 engine project, while experienced test riders like Dani Pedrosa and Alex Espargaro became regular cameos for KTM and Honda, respectively. From a technical perspective, removing wildcards could impede real-world development. Modern MotoGP testing is already highly restricted, and race weekends traditionally provided manufacturers with a vital opportunity to collect high-pressure data under genuine competition. This change risks pushing development work into less transparent environments and reducing flexibility for manufacturers seeking to close competitive gaps. The impact on rider development is equally notable. Wildcard rides traditionally bridge the gap between test roles and full-time factory seats, exposing promising riders to factory teams and race conditions. Without this avenue, future test riders may face greater challenges in demonstrating their capabilities unless they are called up as injury replacements. Notably, this decision is specific to MotoGP, as wildcard entries will remain permitted in Moto2 and Moto3. Furthermore, MotoGP has confirmed that wildcard appearances using future 850cc machinery will also be disallowed during the 2026 season, signaling a push for a cleaner transition into the next technical era. While the official rationale remains somewhat opaque, the decision is likely driven by factors such as cost control, competitive balancing, and simplifying the championship structure in anticipation of the 850cc regulations. For many observers and insiders, the elimination of wildcards removes an unpredictable element from Grand Prix racing that often highlighted smaller development projects and provided compelling narratives. MotoGP is facing a significant shakeup as Ai Ogura is set to replace Alex Rins at the Yamaha factory team for the 2027 season. This development places Rins in a precarious position, facing the real prospect of losing a race seat next year. However, experts suggest this situation presents a golden opportunity for the MotoGP's top two manufacturers as they navigate the transition into the new rules era, as Rins could solve a critical problem for either of them. Despite lingering effects from his 2023 Mugello crash, 30-year-old Rins remains a potent asset, especially if he is signed on as a test rider for the upcoming 850cc machines. His extensive development background across 3 different factories is a key selling point. He was instrumental in transforming Suzuki's GSXRR project into a title contender, working alongside figures like Maverick Vinales and Alex Espargaro. His tenure at Honda also yielded notable results, including a dry-weather victory at Austin on the satellite LCR bike. While his time at Yamaha has been challenging, compounded by injury recovery and the introduction of a new V4-powered machine, Rins maintains a close relationship with teammate Fabio Quartararo, suggesting underlying issues within the Yamaha setup rather than rider ability. The opportunity for Rins to secure a role exists for at least 2 major manufacturers. Aprilia is actively seeking a fast test rider, having shown interest in race winner Miguel Oliveira previously. With Lorenzo Savadori currently filling a testing role, securing Rins would significantly bolster the RSGP project. Furthermore, Ducati is also reportedly looking to reinforce its test rider lineup, given the age and performance dip of longtime development master Michel Pirro. While a transition to test riding may not be Rins's immediate goal for 2027, the path is open. The career trajectory of retired champions like Dani Pedrosa and Alex Espargaro demonstrates that a second career chapter in racing is viable, potentially enhancing their professional profiles.